Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. So, most of you know I'm a native born Texan, and here in less than a week, I will be back in Texas permanently. Unless I decide to move to Phoenix. I kind of really like the desert. Or Florida. I might start surfing. Me and my dog, Zoe, who's, you know, producing this episode. Can you see her there? My hard-working producer. So, Portland has decided to take on Texas. So, as a native Texan, and somebody when I was younger and was stupid, went to Portland several times, you're in over your head. Texas has the ninth largest economy in the world, not amongst the United States, in the world. So you're saying you're in Portland City Council wants to ban all goods from Texas. That's cute. So let's cut off the oil and the coal. You can sit in the dark. Your mayor, Ted Wheeler, is a dumbass. Remember, this is the guy who was a year ago marching with Antifa and BLM until they tried to burn his condo down. Which tells you how expensive Portland is with their stupid ass taxes. Their mayor can't even afford a house. He has to stay in a condo. And I always thought a condo is just a glorified apartment. So there's that. So this is what the city council chooses to do. Your homicide rates are up, I think it was 172%. You've had Antifa burning down federal buildings and state buildings, including the Portland DNC building and the Portland RNC building, for well over a year now. You have Antifa coming out shooting at people in the street. Don't forget the guy wearing the Trump hat was executed in the streets of Portland last year. And this is what you choose to focus on. See, this is how the Civil War starts. And now you have the Biden-run federal government step in and say, no, we're going to protect women in Texas. And it doesn't matter how you feel about abortion. I want you to put your opinion about abortion to the side. My opinions on abortion are such that, hell, I think most of these liberals shouldn't have kids. I'm starting to get to the point where I think we should force them to have abortions. Like, nope, no. We're driving you to the abortion clinic. You're too stupid. We don't want you reproducing. So I guess me and Bill Gates do have something in common on that. It's just the type of people we don't want having babies. I don't want them having babies. It's really ridiculous. One, they're not raised themselves, so. But you've decided to take on Texas. The city of Portland has decided to take on Texas. Well, I think what Portland should do, the Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler should reach out to any Oregonian in Texas and say, hey, if you guys want to come back here, we'll pay for the plane ticket. But it's one way. You don't get to go back. I'm telling you, remember I said in a video a long time ago, we're building the wall on the wrong side. Sorry, we should be building it to the north. It's just really how you would do that when your city's been on fire for almost 2 years. When Antifa runs your streets. When your mayor has to come out and beg average citizens to go back and take the streets back from Antifa and BLM. But at the same time, you've disarmed them. How are they supposed to do that? I'm telling you, I don't know what episode of my Civil War rant this is, but we're getting very close. Because now the feds are talking about sending in federal police to protect abortion clinics. I'm sorry, no matter what you say, abortion was founded in racism. You don't believe me? Look up Marie Singer. Noted racist. She started Planned Parenthood. And she started it to get rid of black and brown babies. And she said it in her own words. So think about what these white liberals really want. They want that pipeline open to where they don't have to do it themselves. No. The downtrodden black and brown people can go and get rid of their own race. Because white liberals, like Malcolm X said, They do not want to be overtaken by black Republicans. And if you notice, we're getting a lot more black Republicans. If I had started the show 5 years ago, which I kind of did, then I took a little break because I was doing union stuff and all that, I would have been one of the only black Republicans on YouTube. Now you can't throw a stone without hitting one, and they fear that. Because, see, black people are starting to think for themselves. We don't have to vote Democrat anymore. But Portland, what are you thinking? What does Texas get from Portland? They've banned all city officials from flying to Texas. I'm pretty sure Texas doesn't care. I'm pretty sure, but you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Governor Abbott woke up this morning shaking in his boots. Oh my God, Portland has banned us. We don't care. What? Stay where you are then. Ugh, it's just really stupid and frustrating, but this is what they focus on. While your city's on fire, people are killing each other in the streets. You can't hire police officers. You can't even protect your own mayor. This is what you're worried about? But see, that's how liberals are. They want to tell everybody else how to live their lives when they're not living their own lives correctly. Hey, I say, now I'm all for Antifa. Hell, I might join Antifa. Burn that shit to the ground. Burn that shit to the ground. Fuck it. Burn down the mayor's condo. Nobody cares. Burn down those city council offices. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're not fixing their own problems. Why should I care? You know what I care about? I'm getting me a whitetail buck this year. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care about Portland. Nobody in Texas cares about Portland except for the people from Portland that had to run to escape the violence and the calamity there. It's ridiculous. This is really super ridiculous. So, actually, it's kind of funny. The Portland City Council really think Texas gives a fuck. If you ban travel to Texas from Portland, nobody cares. Shut down the airlines, nobody cares. Now there are companies coming out and saying, well, we're not going to do business in Texas. Okay, well, you were liberal businesses anyway, so leave and go back to where you came from. See, this, no matter how you feel about abortion, like I said, I'm all not completely in favor of abortion. Yeah, I do think it's murder. But if liberals want to do it, go do it. That way I don't have to worry with your next generation of kids. My kid doesn't have to worry with it. The wife's kids don't have to worry with the next generation of liberals. The next generation of communists and Marxists. You know, honestly, if I were a Texas elected leader, the only change I would make to the law is if you're a liberal, we give you an abortion for free. Fuck it. I'll send State Patrol to come pick you up and drive you to the abortion clinic. Because apparently you're stupid. I don't know. I know I'm making light of it. It was just kind of how I really feel on abortion is, yes, it's murder. It's murder. They did leave in a rape and incest provision where it doesn't matter the term limit. If you've been raped or you've been a victim of incest, you can still get an abortion. But it really kind of kills me to see all my liberal friends in all these liberal states, and they saying like, oh yeah, you know what, you come to Washington and you can visit, and what you do in your business is it's like, then go. Now, am I hardcore against abortion? Not really. I'm trying to make my thoughts succinct. It is murder, but I do understand where the woman is coming from in certain situations. If you've been raped or the victim of incest, and you're 12, 13, 14, that decision is yours. I don't believe in interfering in that. Just like I don't believe anybody should interfere with my right to own a firearm. I don't believe anybody has the right to tell me I have to wear a mask or I have to get this vaccine or that vaccine. I'm not a hypocrite. Hey, I get it. But the good thing about the Texas law is it might get some liberals out of the state. Let my state return to normal. All right. Hope this makes sense to you guys. I know it's kind of rambling, but It is Washington. For the next 4 days. 3 days in a wake up, people. That sounds so good to me. So like, subscribe, share, and as always, do what you got to do.